You guys, today our podcast was cool. Cool, chill conversations. Congratulations to everybody who won giveaways. I love everything you got. So very cool. So today what I'm going to do, I don't know if I'm going to use these, but I'm thinking I'm going to use some of these, but I'm also going to use some of the new packets I have that I've been waiting for. So what I'm going to focus on today, I'll talk to you while I get this settled. I'm going to put everything on. So what I'm going to do is just round the back end of these for Sally. So my last stream, let's see, I think I put my nails away. This is how, I have this thing of nails, like this is one of them of all the lives I've done this year, and some of them are in another bag. So I did put, here's some right here. So I showed you one way of doing something like this, right? So I'm going to use chunkier, and I'm going to break it down. So those of you that want to do it, you'll be successful right away with it, okay? I'll show you little by little what to do. It's very popular right now for like chunky and different like cool stuff. It's not going to look like what I showed you. That one I did a gel polish, kind of a background. This is going to be straight embellishments and shimmer, okay? So it's going to be full coverage. How do you do that without filing it all out, or how do you put it back in? How thin do you build your free edge so you're not filing underneath so much or having to go back and do so much? So I want to help all of you that are trying to get that down, okay? And it is a great accent nail, what I'm going to do. Now, some people would want to wear them on a bunch, but it's great for like 1 or 2 on a nail, I mean on a hand, as an accent, and kind of change it up. So I'm excited about today. Today we're having a YouTube marathon. We just decided to do it. I need to put it on my story so people could click on and join us. But I will put it on there. You have a lot of videos to watch today. It'll be fun. Mr. Eric Delacruz will be in the house with us doing a segment on his own. So that'll be totally cool. Let me put these to the side. But I was feeling this vibe here, kind of. So I'll do 2 nails for you today, okay? Like these are pretty cool. But I'm also going to use, I'm kind of obsessed with these right now. Let's see. Let me see which one I'm going to use. My mixed metal, like totally illumination with one holographic here. And these are all very, very pixie. These are super pixie. Holographic here too. So I'm going to use these as well with what I use. And I'm going to, it'll make sense. It'll make total sense, okay? So those are the kits that are new in stock. They're $20 each. They'll last you so long. They are amazing. They are my favorite. I had to quit teaching with them for a while because they were sold out of them for a long time and they were not back in. So can you move this way a little? Just like about an inch or 2 inch. Let's see, 1 inch. Go 1 inch. Okay, now I could adjust this. Let me see where the center is. Oh, perfect. That's perfect, babe. It's okay if right here, like you see I'm good. It's perfect. So I sanitize my stuff with On to the Next. It's just, nothing lives in acetone. It should be approved by state board, but it's not on the list. So make sure you put some sanitation in there. This is exactly what I do. Oh, I should have used my new one to show them how it works. Dang it. I still could, but let's see. So acetone, these things come off pretty fast. Let's see. What's wrong? Oh, this side right here. Oh. So let's not touch it today. I have so many, right? I need to take some out. This is what I typically do. And then what I do is I just put my dirty ones on the side, and when I don't have any left, I sanitize them all at once, and that comes off very easy with acetone. See that? That's why I add acetone too. This just comes off really easy. It breaks it down super fast. And the best. Let me see, I have some paper towels right here. I'm going to come in here and just make sure if they're dry a little. There we go. So let's get one of these and my cuticle bit down at the bottom somewhere. Man, I always wonder how much money is in here. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 89. That's $100 right here already. That's crazy. You invest in your product when you're behind the table big time. Those of you that are do-it-yourselfers, you don't have to buy that many at once, but as you grow, you end up buying more. But the cool thing about that is that you could afford to do that then because you're making the money, if that makes sense, okay? I know it makes total sense to you. So what I'm going to do is use my favorite American nail sanding bits. Young Nails is amazing too. I just like the packaging of this. They're both really good. These are perforated already. Okay, those are my fave. So what I'm going to do is come in. I'm going to show you guys. I always use my Mijas a lot, but I do use these as well. So these are the Mijas ones. They have a straight edge this way and a straight edge this way. These are straight here. These are really, really sharp and less expensive than these. These are one of my signature ones. I love this brand. It's such a great, great tool. They're the same brand as my nippers. And honestly, you're going to be able to purchase these in a kit. These two together, because they're two vital things you need for gel, right? And they're sharp. And this is the D3, D.03 jaw. It's a jaw 12, but it's D.03, and it fits perfect in my hand. They do have this same thing that's bigger here if you have a bigger hand, but you want them to fit very comfortable like this in your hand. See how comfortable it is? So you could go ahead and just maneuver it. I've had ones that are too big or too small. You're kind of like this, and it's kind of hard to get into the groove and get it very, 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 very well. So what I'm going to do is come in here. I think I'll shorten these. I'm not going to do 4. I'm going to do 2. 2 different colors for fall vibes. Oh, I'm chewing gum. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm smacking in your ear. I told myself to get rid of it before I went live, and I'm all me and my gum. My favorite gum's Mentos, you guys. I am obsessed. Like, that's really the only gum. I tried not to buy it for a couple weeks, and I did pretty good, but I'm kind of addicted to it. Like after you eat, if you chew it, it does freshen your breath, but I feel like it helps digest my food. It's the best gum. I love it. If I have another piece of gum, I'll only chew it a sec and spit it out. So maybe I shouldn't buy it. My dentist is like, you might need to cut back off of that gum. Chew it for 3 minutes, which is good to take stuff out of your teeth if you can't brush your teeth, but not to chew it one right after another. Have you guys tried it before? It's so good. Don't try it. I have a lot of my clients hooked. Okay, so I'm going to put a paper towel right here. So if I get dust, I could just throw it away real quick. And I'm going to file these. So this is going to be fun. I'm excited about this. Now, it doesn't matter if it's a short nail or a long nail, you guys. It does not matter. The technique works for both. It is harder to do it like probably on a shorter nail. I'm just going to round these so they look decent next to these and leave them. So I was thinking about doing these long, but you know what? I'll do short to medium because you have a lot less space of product because your apex is so high here. Like you have a lot more room through here to fit in. But still, it's hard on a long nail because see how thin I put my free edges through all my nails? Like they're super, super thin. So I do them both the same way, okay? So let's go ahead and get started with this. I am going to, might as well leave that there because I used it on Sally. I'm going to go into my medium Arbor brand. If anybody's new on here, my name is Melissa Dela Cruz. I go by Mjay Dela Cruz as well. Welcome. My voice and my hands may look familiar to you. I am an educator for young nails. I'm on a lot of their videos. So that is me. We're a husband-wife team. Gentleman's View, that's his handle on Instagram. And I'm MJ_Dela Cruz or Nail Culture Official. So welcome, you guys. We are going on live today all day. So I'm going to break this down very, very simple. And I know you guys have your prep because I go over this so much and I'm really, really a stickler on it. This is your fundamentals, okay? I did do a fundamentals thing, but I did not do it with art, okay? So I am going to slow this down, make sure every step. So like I was talking on our podcast, make sure when you're watching it, there's numbers, minutes and seconds on the bottom. You could bookmark it, you could write it down, you could mark it so you could refer back to that spot so you could double check that you're doing it right before you do somebody, okay? Do somebody's nails. So what I'm going to do is come right here and notice how I come here and then I come behind it. See how I end there? I don't go right back where I ended. I go slightly behind it and carry on, slightly behind it and carry on. Do you see how it was very parallel? Okay, then once you're here, I don't want you to change your position. I want you from here. You're right here. Let's say she has a lot of cuticle. We're going to go over it one more time. No pressure. Let the bit do the work for you. I am currently right now on 5,000 RPMs. You could do anywhere between 4 and 6, okay? So right here, I'm going to tickle and see how I use all those zones, and I use my hand to move, okay? See how it covered everything? Let's say she has deep sidewalls. You're going to come right here and pull down her skin, go zone 1 here, pull down her skin here, and go zone 3. I'm going to thin out her tip, but if it's a person, you don't do this. This is just Sally. I'm going to thin her out a little so it looks more realistic, okay? So let's go over it again. She's somebody that has a lot of cuticle. Come right here, come behind it, come behind it, come behind it, and follow through. No pressure. Okay, oh, she has a lot of cuticle. Let's go through again, again, again. So what it does the first time you go through, it's actually taking off the skin, the cuticle, protein growth, pterygium, all the same thing. Those are all the names that's what your cuticle is that grows on your nail. Okay, there's some people I have to go 3 times. So let's pretend this was somebody that has so much I have to go 3. So the first time it took off some of the skin, okay, like most of the skin. The third time it took off the skin, okay. The fourth time you're coming around, it's prepping the nail. I mean, the third time you're coming around, it's prepping the nail. Now, you may have a very bad client. And if it is bad client, meaning not she's bad, but her cuticles are, right? It's usually right here where it harbors. Okay, so I may come back right here and touch it and right here and touch it. So what that's doing is making sure it's completely prepped, okay? So what you're going to do from here is tickle all the way through. Okay, deep sidewall, come here, deep sidewall, come here, thin out the tip, you're done. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is make sure she doesn't have any slivers on her free edge. Some people don't, some do. So I always come in and get them out. Okie dokie, well, let's see right here. There's one, see how it came out? That's what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to dust these off. Dust her off real good because it's Miss Sally. I'm going to go into swipe to change my pH balance. Okay, and I'm going to swipe her whole hand, fingers, I should say, not her whole hand. That helps with somebody who has sweaty palms. Just put lotion on their hands, right? Your client shouldn't be putting lotion on before you tooth their nails. That could be an issue. So swipe will take care of all of that. So you'll see their fingers turn pretty chalky. Okay. Let's put this to the side. Okie dokie. So now what I'm going to do is get my forms out. I'm going to do 2 forms here. Now, I'm going to show you guys. I feel like even if you're a beginner, I feel like these forms are super cool for this. And I'm going to explain why. I'm going to show you the differences of the forms, okay? One, this is extra, extra long. This is a very thin, bendy material, whereas these ones here, hold on 1 minute. These here are a little thicker material, and they're thinner than most people, and I like them a little on the thinner side. Now, I'm going to take one of these off, put it right here, and I'm going to take one of these off, and I'm going to show you the difference of these, okay? So I'm going to put them on the side because I'm still going to use them. So check out the part where your nails connect, right? This is the best for a wide nail bed. Do you see how it allows more wideness? So good. Even for a tiny nail bed, it works great, but you have a little more leeway with this, right? Now, look at how high this comes up on your sides, okay? This comes up high too, but on a more narrow. So if somebody has a wider nail, this one's going to be a little more challenging for you because sometimes it feels like it wants to buckle here. You would have to customize it one way. Oh, sorry, I have it the wrong way. There we are. That was funny. I'm like, that is more narrow than I realized. Still, this one does come out a little wider here, and this one comes in and hugs up high. Now, let me explain something. When you put this on, I love that it has this negative space because it allows it to come around and wrap around very tightly. It even kind of brings your skin down right here. Now, this one doesn't come up as high. Let me light it up. It's a little different shape. It doesn't kind of come in more narrow here. It goes a little wider. Both great, but what I like about this is this will make sure it wraps all the way around, because if you're concerned that this isn't actually touching where the sidewall meets here, it doesn't necessarily have to. Matter of fact, it shouldn't if it's buckling, because you could apply your product to hit the skin one time and bring it down straight. This, most likely, you won't get it on the skin. So I use these a lot. I'm going to use this one today on shorter nails and kind of show you how they work. You see me work with these all the time. I love them too. These take a little more work to work with, a couple steps that I'll give you some tips for. Okay. So what I'm going to do is connect the first one first. See how I'm connecting it perfect? So that way I know I'm setting myself up for it to be straight. I am going to tear this off. See how it allows like a wider nail? Some of you have wider thumbs, or your clients do. This will work good on that, okay? So let's come right here. First, let me protein bond really quick. Let's put a protein bond in here. I like to go free edge up to my cuticle area so it does not flood my cuticle.
Any suggestion on or any advice for saving a gel mani on a nail that has started to break?
A gel mani? You mean like a gel polish mani? You have to clarify, because when you say mani, I'm thinking short gel polish look nails, and it's starting to crack or break. What did she say?
It's starting to break.
Okay.
Mema says, yeah. She's the one that asked the question, and yes, she said yes.
Okay, so you're trying to get a suggestion on how to save it, right? Because it's cracked. What I would do is, typically for a gel mani with a crack, you're going to have to form the corner. So when you build it out, I have a cut here, you guys. It's healing. I've been rough with myself lately. It's so crazy. That was actually the cat. I was playing with her, and she's like,
grown out gel polish manicure.
Okay, grown out, and it has like a crack like this in it, but shorter, like a crack, or even here. So is there a crack here or kind of free edges? Answer me that too.
Yes, my nails started to break.
Okay, but where? On the free edge? I'll just go over them both. Okay,
waiting for that.
Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and go with this, and I'll finish that answer. So I'm going to come up even. Now, she ends right here, her sidewall. There's a little bit of skin there. It doesn't matter. But do you see how this comes up and hugs it really high? I'm going to put the other one on right next to this that I had so you could see. So if it's on the free edge, I would nick out her nail in a V.
She said yes at the nail bed. Is it on the nail bed?
Yeah, if it's on the nail bed, you're going to have to build an extra coat a little wider than here, and then as it grows out, but make them all look the same, okay? It needs support because it's going to keep cracking. The minute it gets close to your free edge, the minute it does, you're going to notch it out with a V. You're going to take your nippers. You have to do this. So therefore, yes, they like natural nails, but guess what? It's going to grow out fast. Either that or you're going to cut them all short again, okay? So you're going to cut like this and come in a V, so you'll be left with a V. You're going to get your form and form it. It doesn't have to fit straight. It could come sideways. It doesn't matter because you don't want product going underneath. You're going to take Synergy Base, and you're going to fill in that little cut you have in here and go over, and that will be her fingernail, okay? The reason why I V it, when you're working with that nail and there's a V in it, it's not going to have a stress point. When you have a perfect line like this that's a crack on the side, it's a stress point that meets all the way to the end, okay? It's the more you work, it's going to take the brunt and crack again. If you V it, there's going to be product there. You don't have all the brunt in two, you have it in two spots that are spaced, so it makes it stronger. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. I do it all the time when I have that situation, even with a longer nail like this. If somebody's like starting to crack here, I'll V it and save her nail. You never see it once you build it, okay? So let me show you this one now. When you come in with this one, I'm going to show you the difference of these two. Oh, let me do this first because on Sally it's easier. Okay. So let's come in right here. Okay, do you see the difference? Okay, let me hold it. Hold on, Sally. You better cooperate with me, sister. Okay. So she's not going to cooperate with me, so I'm going to hold her right here. See, I have to push her in more, but that's okay. Okay. So if you notice here, do you see how this comes all the way up and kind of on a person, it'll take her skin and go like this all the way to here. So this is what it's going to fit like. Your nail's going to be exposed like this all the way up to here. This one's going to do it more at the tip. Okay, more at the tip. So if they have deeper sidewalls, this makes it easier. This also makes it easier to bring down all the skin, so your application's very clean on the sides. You have more access to it than the skin that's over it. These are amazing forms too, but if you're struggling with certain clients, go to these, and I'm going to show you the extra step you're going to do, okay? So I'm going to get both of these on. I used these forms on my live, VIP live, for my new nails I did because I like the shape of it better. It's a little more narrow. So beautiful. Okay, so let's come in right here. Let's put her in right here. Don't stick to my neighbor. You better stop it. Hold on. These, that's the only thing. I gotta come in like this and make sure they don't stick together. One. Now I'm gonna connect it down here, okay? Then work it up. Don't come right here. If you come right here, it's gonna buckle and it's not gonna be straight. You have to come and work yourself up, okay? Like this. See how you still have your shape and everything in there? Let me come back a little more. Maybe, babe, maybe move it closer to me one more time. Sorry. I think it'll be better because I'm working to just a little bit, yeah, towards me, like about an inch. Okay, that's good. That's very good. Thank you. Okay. So we're not going to do nails this long. So what I'm going to do, even if it's a nail biter, I'll use these. I always use these on a nail biter, but I'm obviously not going to build it this far. Why do I use them with a nail biter? Because this side comes down, it gets it and puts everything, all her skin like this. So therefore, you have a clean slate to apply her product, okay? And nail biters are the hardest to work on because they have a lot of skin and their sidewalls are bit out. It's pretty challenging. So what I'm
said, thanks for that advice.
Yes, you're so welcome. You're so welcome. So I'm going to come in here, see how I'm going, pinching, pinching, pinching till it gets there. Okay, so I'm going to pinch, pinch, pinch till like 3. But do you see how I pinch it and kind of come down with it? This is the trick to use these where they're really, really tight. Okay, then what I'm going to do I have my scissors? I have like 20 pairs of scissors. Do I have any in front of my face? I think I used them for whatnot for a few things, so I don't have any scissors.
Nettle's nail bar's on here, and she loves your ring on your right hand.
Thank you. That's my mom's ring that she designed for me. Babe, I'll just use these. I don't see not one pair of them. I have like 5 pairs of scissors, and I do not see one. But hold on 1 minute.
You want scissors?
It's all right. I'll use my nippers. But yeah, I'd prefer scissors. It's all right. I'll leave it. But it's really hard if you know where any are at. You know where there's...
Are they some over here?
Go in, maybe in that thing where all my stuff for whatnot is. If not, go in my right drawer in my bathroom. And it's up against the side. He probably won't find it. I feel bad. It's all right. That's what happens when I have... Do I have a pair in here? Oh, perfect. Yeah. I knew I put them over there because I needed to cut something. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut straight down. So you cut this whole piece off, okay? Now I've tried to cut them before. They're not straight. It's really hard to cut straight where these meet even like this. See how you have kind of a mark here? There, you can't see where I connected it. It's pretty even, right? Maybe slightly, but still it's very straight. If you go and cut, it's hard to, if you make your tip even here, the way you cut it, it's not necessarily going to be even. So your nail's kind of off a little. Don't do that. Do it how I'm showing you. I've done it every way. This is the easiest way. Or you could try both and see what works better for you. The other way to cut first seems more logical, but it doesn't work as good. Okay, then there you go. The reason why I cut it off, sometimes it's hard when they go in the light, they're hitting them, and I don't want it to even be off a little. So this is exactly what I do, okay? Exactly what I do.
Thank you all for being here today.
Yes.
Sugar Eclipse Nails. We got JM Gunners, we got Tasha, we got Britt Salazar,
Yay.
Kim Murphy. Thank you guys so much for being here.
You guys are the best.
Nettles Nail Bar, Michero's Place, Nikoko B, Aline,
Cool.
Yamashiro.
Those of you that are new on here, welcome, welcome, welcome. My name is Melissa Dela Cruz. I go by MJ Dela Cruz. You may know me from Young Nails videos. Welcome, you guys. We're a husband-wife team, and we do nails together. He's actually going to come on after me, so stay tuned.
We got Lena Hampton. We got Kim Murphy, MJTO Mama, Tammy S, Sandra, Nails by Sandra, Biba's in the house, J Rob, hello, Sonia in Texas,
Hey,
Kim
Sonia.
Murphy, Deb
Everybody,
Nails in Chula
Kim.
Vista, California.
Yay, welcome.
Man, I bet it's so nice over there right now.
I know. I see people wearing shorts, and I'm a little. I mean, not sweats. I mean sweats, and it's so nice. California, you can wear a sweatshirt year round, pretty much. Typically, I love California. Okay, so these are the products I'm using. I'm going to use Build Pink. I'm going to use Base, and I'm going to use Clear Sculptor. Okay. Welcome everybody. Those of you who are new on here, like and subscribe. Fun channel. You could go back and watch whatever you would like. We do have a VIP page, which is a paid education. We have that tomorrow morning at 8:30. When you join, you're able to go back and see what we've done. I did my nails for the live blast. Pretty fun. You could go back and see all of that. It's $19.99 a month, and you could start it again at any time you would like, okay? So welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend it with Clear Sculptor here. I could use Build Pink too. I could use anything, but I kind of want to see my design underneath with what I'm doing. So I'm going to come in right here and watch how I bring it here. See how I'm straight? I don't have any gel except on this side. So I'm going to come back here, pivot, and connect it to where my sidewall meets, okay? Where it stops. I need to meet it where it stops. Once I'll stop my motion and I'll come back here, and then I'll start in the middle and take my product over here with me. Now Sally's very stiff, so I'm leaving her hand stagnant there. I usually move my client, but you guys get to see me do real people on here too. So let's come in here. I have a little bit too much. I'm gonna wipe half of this off. I got a little bit too much for my first nail. I like my extension very thin. And again, what we're doing is we're doing chunky, all encapsulated, and trying not to file out everything, okay? So I'm going to show you how to be successful with that. So let me bring it a little thinner here. See how I brought it thinner? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this a little shorter, so I'm going to cut this off again. I put it on for like a longer nail. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a different shape. So I'm going to come and bring it a little more. We'll do like a medium length nail here. So take it off. Take it off. And this is more challenging than a square typically because you have a lot more tight spots in it than the square. So I'll come right here and let's make it like a, do I want to go almond? Let's see, let's pinch it a little more. That's as far as I could pinch it. I think I should go even shorter than this. I'm going to go shorter. You know why? I love long nails, but it's harder to encapsulate shorter nails with chunky. So I'm going to go a little shorter, okay? So longer is a little easier. So I'm going to go a little shorter on you guys. Let's thin it out a tad bit here. See how I keep thinning it out? The reason why I'm thinning it out, you need your free edge so thin This is not your strength. This is your foundation you're building on. Let me go closer so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. This, you need very thin. It is your foundation you're setting up to build your nail. Don't think because you're building it paper thin like this that it's going to break. You're going to build all your structure on top of this. Okay, my next nail will go faster. I just put too much product on here to do the shape I was wanting. Let me put my fan up. Now I am going to pin cure this on each side for like about 10 seconds. There we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go to the next nail. And this is what I do on a person. I do all my extension first. So I'm not going to need as much product on here. I'm going to get a lot less, so I'll show you how to maneuver it, okay? That one I showed you with more. Sometimes when you're starting, it's easier to put more on and wipe it off like I did. Let me go over. I'm not in the camera. So sorry about that. I didn't check myself to see if I was centered. Move this over a little. So I won't touch anything yet till it catches up. I put a little dauble there. I went in like this and put just a little dauble compared to what I did. I'm waiting for this one to catch up so I could see where I'm at. Okay, perfect. And I want to be this close so you could see what I'm doing, okay? I usually hold it underneath, but with Sally and these, it's kind of thick on the bottom. So I'm going to do an overhand. So what I'm going to do is make sure your brush is clean on one side. And in a point, I'm going to connect it and I'm going to take this to the side here. And it could be challenging with less product if you don't have your ergonomics down. Okay, so you can see the ergonomics here. See how it's moving, and then I twist it all the way. I stop right where it meets, and then I'm going to bring it down. So see, I'm light as a feather. I am not in my gel. I'm just, like if this is how much gel I am, I'm literally on top of it, just moving it. I'm not in here trying to move it. It would come on the other side of my brush, okay? So I got it everywhere. Oops, I touched it a little. Let me make sure that I could get my stuff back there again. No problem. Let me make sure I have a little bit more. I'm going to grab some here and make sure I have enough. It looks like I do. Okay, and if I don't, I'll put it with base, as long as it's connected to your sidewall. When you use less, sometimes you'll come in back here and here to make sure it meets if you want. It's a little trick you could do. So what I'm going to do from here is wipe my brush on both sides, and I am going to match it here, so flat, and then bring it up to the dark spot, the dark spots of your brush to fine tune your shape. Then I'm going to come in right here. Okay, I'm doing kind of like not extreme almond. I'm doing like, let's see, kind of tapered almost to an almond oval. There we go. That looks pretty right here. I'm a lot faster on a person because I can move her hand. Right now I can't see the, I can't really, she's very stiff and I'm holding her on top. It's much easier to hold her here. Let me just do it. Watch how much faster I'll get there. Hold her here, come up. Oh gosh, so much better. I was on the struggle bus doing that right now. There. I did it. Overhand doing nails is really, really hard, but it's not for e-filing. To move, client, it's not as hard, but Sally's stiff, so she's a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is come in, close this, and come in with my base. And I'm going kind of slow because I really want you guys to get this. So I have my base gel. I am going to pick up this much base, and I am going to put my finger underneath her form, start at the free edge, and then work it back. Okay, let's wipe off some. And now I'm going to put pressure so I could weave my gel into my textured nail, okay? Let's make sure it didn't go over. Okay, let's do the next one. So typically what I do if I'm working on a client, I do my extension, then I'll go into my base. If you trust your client, they could go under the light, but if they put pressure, their forms might pop. So if this is your light right here, this is your space of your light, I want them to go in and float. I don't want them to rest on the bottom of it. Let me show you in here. I don't want them to rest on the bottom. They just go in and float, and it will cure that way. Okay, all these little tricks, you guys, and tips help so much. Okay, let me make sure this side is connected. So you could come in with your base and come in and put a little bit more there if you need to. Okay, but don't have it be too thick because you're doing dimensional nails. So now kind of bring that down and re-wipe it, okay? Re-wipe it up. There we go. And let's flash set this. Let's flash set it. And then I'm going to put her under the light for 30 seconds, okay? So let's put her under the light for 30 seconds. I'm going to leave my base right here. And I'm going to take my LeBlanc light, which is my favorite light. Hold on. I'm going to go to 30 seconds. Now she's on. I'm going to let it go on for 30 seconds, and then I'm going to put my base to the side, and we're going to do 2 different colors of nails. So I'm going to do a fall vibe, and purple is very fallish. So we're going to add like a purple. It's great for October too. Like purple, orange, all those colors. So like I was saying on my podcast, not everybody likes fall colors. It may not be in their color palette either. It makes them look kind of drewy or kind of dead skin. So not everybody can wear the same colors. So you have to kind of be good to know, figure out like what colors look best on them. And typically you could tell when you put it up to their skin. Okay, so now let's take these off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here, put pressure where the product meets and kind of slide it under it. Put pressure where it meets, open this up, pinch it and pull it down. Okay, put pressure where it meets, put pressure where it meets, and then it comes right off. Okay, so see, these are pretty short. So shorties, she just has a long nail bed. This is so challenging on short nails, so I'm going to show you guys. Longer, it's easier, but still you have to get it. It kind of applies the same. In a way, you just don't have as much product on top, but the way I'm laying the base is exactly the same, okay? I'm using my nippers in this case instead of my toenail clippers because it's easier on a short nail. You really don't need all that room that you need to cut, so I'll come in here and trim it. Notice how sharp these are, so nice. So let's bring it in. Okay, so this could even be extension on someone with a nail bed this big. You could still do a dimensional nail with that. Okay. But one this short with this length, I would be careful of how many big pieces I put in, okay? So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and wipe this off. I don't have my onto the next right here by me. I'm just going to use my swipe. Oh, I have onto the next right here what I sanitized with, so I'll get some of that. I like on to the next to clean these. I've done it before, then I just kept using swipe, and one day I was training Nail Shack, and she's like, I always use acetone or polish remover. I'm like, you're right. Why am I not doing this? So she like jogged my little mind, and I'm like, yes, it cleans it way better. It doesn't leave all that smeary stuff back, okay? So what I'm going to do is maybe I'll put this here so you can see the color better than that. I am going to use a combo of like chunkies. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to use all these colors. I was just attracted to these. This one I think I'm going to use because this is kind of chameleon. It has chunky. It has light. It has a bunch of different sizes in here. And it's a bluish purple vibe, which is very, very fall. Okay. Very, very fall. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this. If I want the chunkier pieces, I am going to do this on top and all the small pieces. See how I close it and do this? When I do that, all my fine pieces are at the bottom. So if I want the fine pieces, I'll get them. I'm full of tricks, you guys. Well, I should move Sally because look at what I'm doing, but that's okay. You won't see it. So see how chunky it is now? So again, let me show you this. This has a lot of fine pieces in it. Now, if you close it and you shake it, all the big pieces are going to stay to the top and the small pieces are going to go to the bottom. See that? Okay, so there's a cool trick to show you. That's super pretty too. And there's kind of a lavender here. This is all one side. Well, no, this is two sides. So see all the little pieces in there, how that will take That will cover your whole nail. So you want to be able to pick up some of the bigger pieces first and then go in deep for your small pieces. So these are tricks I'm showing you guys. See the difference of it? All the big pieces are on top. Man, I should do this for a living.
We got an interesting question.
What's the question?
Nettles Nail Bar is asking, how do you convince a new client that you actually know more than them?
This is a great question.
They receive misinformation
From other
from
nail
a
techs.
turn and burn salon. Yet I have spent years and money to stay educated.
Yes, girl, I'll help you with that. That's a touchy situation because I've been getting my nails done since I was 14 years old and they're 50, okay? So they think they know how to do nails, but they're coming to you. Or they tell you, oh no, my last nail tech used to do this. I'm like, why aren't you going to your last nail tech? Two things, she fired you, or you're just never happy. I don't know. I'm not being negative about it, but there's many scenarios. So I always say there's many roads that lead to Rome. All nail techs do nails a little different. There's so many new techniques out there, and I'm not saying what you're getting was dated. That may be the case, but I do nails differently. I guarantee my nails for 2 weeks. They should be guaranteed for 2 weeks. They wear longer. All my clients go for 6 weeks. I do not recommend 6 weeks. It's harder for me. They pay a lot more when they go that long. But I say I may do them different than you're used to and that you've seen before, but enjoy the experience. It's really cool, and I'm excited for you. And just, I'm going to do it the way I do it. I know what you want, but trust me, I'm a professional. But sometimes I'm facetious like that. Trust me, I'm a professional. But just trust the process. Honestly, I'm either for you or I'm not. I think you'll enjoy it. So let's watch how I do it. It's a little different. You see all these things hanging, all these certificates behind me or over here. That's all the education. I've traveled to California, Las Vegas, all these places. Shows, not to mention the hours I put in on YouTube with professionals. So I take my career very seriously. You don't have to say everything I'm telling you. I'm just giving you, like, read the room and see what you tell her, right? There's a lot of different things you could tell her. So just thank you for trusting me. This is going to be fun. Let's get started. Okay. It is hard, especially when, like I said, oh, I can't wear gel. It's going to break on me. But you do have some people. I think I had a conversation with you about this one girl that always wore acrylic or her nails break. She's probably rough country, like really, really rough. She could work on horses, do something like that. I would definitely build her in acrylic, but I would probably do a hybrid on her. So her free edges and hook her acrylic about to here and then build it with gel. I will do a hybrid again. I know I've done one on our page sometime this year, probably closer to the new year, but I will do it again. So there's many scenarios you could do that have the strength on the free edge. Because if my client works at UPS, or the postal service, or doing something that they lift boxes a lot. It could be they restock, and it could be a clothing store. They have to open boxes, restock and hang stuff. That could be strenuous on your nails. If you build acrylic on the free edge, that's like cement. It's going to be really hard, and then have the bond and gel on top. It's going to hold very, very well. Okay, so I'm going to put these to the side. I think what I'm going to use on this is I'm going to go full chunky with this. And I may use, let's see. Do I want to add a color like that to it? Hold on 1 minute. I might mix it. Let's see. Hold on. I'm making my mind up with you guys. You know me. I'm always, ooh, I might do that color. Let's see. I'm always looking at all the colors to see what creativity I want to bring it to. So, ooh, that color might be cool too. No, I don't want that color, but that is a cool color. So I think what I'm going to use is, where's that one? Till one? Okay, I know what I'm going to use. I'm going to use from collection. Oh, where are the stickers of the collection numbers now? This is pack 4. And this is pack 10. It says 10 pack. They're all 10 pack. This is 4 10 pack. That's number 4. They didn't put the number on here. But this is Pixie Dust large box. Just look on there. You'll see the colors, okay? This one says it's number 4. Hold on. This one says it's number 3. So let's see what this is. 3. This one doesn't have a number. And 8. So you're just going to have to look on the website. So I'm going to get this purple one out. from this collection, and this is the metal collection, okay? Has mixed metals. I love these, you guys. I love mixed metals so much. It's what I typically do every time this year. You could see them on my page, but we'll be doing some various of them. I'm going to use this one. Let me zoom so you could see everything. And I'm going to keep my kit where it goes. And then I'm going to use, where did that one go? I want to use a teal. You see this teal holographic? Because there's a little teal in there. I think it would be cool. It's still very much a fall vibe, right? So I'm going to use these two. I think I'm just going to use that and not these. But at least I give you an idea of these. I'll tell you the name of it. Look how pretty this color is. Oh my gosh, Gemini Cosmetics, so pretty. This is called Speak Now. Speak Now. So I'm going to put these to the side so we could put them on our page if you want to buy them, okay? This is cool because it has a sheen, not a glisten. It's more of like a sheen on it. And it's a little thicker material. And this one is called Purple Pint. Purple Pint, very cool color. This one's pretty too. I love this. These are like little circles with a little fine glitter in it. I love these colors. I love purple for right now. And this is called, I can't read it. Lileaf? What does it say, babe? Here. I don't know why I can't see it. I think I might have my other glasses, my prescription down.
Lilac Fields.
It's Lilac Fields? Okay. I thought it was lilac, but I
Lilac
didn't.
Fields.
Okay, Lilac Fields, okay? Very pretty. So we're going to use, right now, this is called Magical, and it is magical. And we're going to use two of these from two collections and see how it has that color in there. That's going to be one now. Now let's decide on the next, because once I do it, I'm going to roll, okay? So this color is Southern Peach. Now, again, well, let me show you like this so you can see what the color looks like. It is a mixture of, this is a really cool vibe, man, for fall. I think it's gorgeous, okay? Let's say if you want the chunkies first, let's do that so you can see those first.
Wow.
Do this with it. This is so beautiful, and it has some big colors in it. Look. Look at this, you guys. That is, using this color by itself is a vibe in itself, right? I think it is. So this one was, again, Southern Peach. I love the name of it. Now, here we go with this. These are two chunky ones. I don't know which route I want to go, but this one is called Watermelon Sugar. So here it is here. See the difference? And then if I do this like this, I'll have everything come to the top. And that's all my chunky pieces, okay? This is very foliage. Now, some people may want something like this. And this one is called Wildest Dreams, okay? So Wildest Dreams has more of a green and a copper and brass, okay? Not everybody likes green, so that's not for everybody. Let me do this with it. So all my chunky goes to the top. What I'm showing you right now, I don't think anybody's ever showed you this. I've never seen this. I just know how to do it myself, of how you get that out. And look at this. So we could combine these two if you want green, or we could go straight this with a vibe of, let me think.
I'm going to go downstairs real quick. I'm
Okay.
still on, though.
Okay, no problem.
Okay.
Ooh, that would be cool with a gold vibe with this. Maybe that. Hold on, I'm making my mind up. What do you guys think? Let's see, I'm going to go to your, let me scroll up. I was way down here. Let me see this. Do I want a, ooh, this gold would be beautiful in that. Okay, so this one the till was in. So I'm going to get the gold in this. See the two golds? There's like, I'll show you them. I'll just open this all the way. Comes with like a clear tape there. Okay. So we're gonna use these. So see the difference? One's a little darker and one's a little brighter. Okay, you guys, these are so cool because you could do a fade with them. See how you go like this and it just comes out? So you could put it at the tip of the nail and do that, and see how it just goes on the tip. These are so cool. Let's see, that's going to go a little more brassy. I'm going to try this one next to it, and I'm literally taking them out to see what color I want to go. Okay, that's going to bring out a little more gold. kind of like that. Let's see. Maybe I'll mix them both. I'll use them both. Okay. So I'm going to use these both. And I am going to dust off my hand here. Look how it's stuck. It's a pixie. So I'm going to wipe it off of here. All right. Now I'm going to put a little sanitation that's soft on my hands because I can't handle swipe on my hand. Ah, so much better. Okay, so I'm going to put this to the side. So these three colors right here, you guys, are all from the same kit. Okay, so it actually is a cool winter. Look at this. Ooh, that color would be pretty too. Wait, stop. Okay, that would go more orange. I want to go more gold because I'm putting a lot of orange, but that would be pretty too. Okay, so these kits are $20 each. These three colors are in here, and these are all holographic. So I'm using 3 of these, this one and this other nail, these 2 in here, and I am going to put this back on, and I'm probably going to open them to use them with my AuraBloom brush. I do have a new brush right now, you guys. It is called the AuraBloom. I thought I put her in here. I could have swore, yep, here she is. She has a little bit of a bigger handle. This is an Aura color, and you could make Aura effects with this brush, gold with the little tip. So I'm going to be using this. This is $7.50 on Gemini Cosmetics too. Everything I'm using here, you could purchase at Gemini Cosmetics, including Young Nails. Young Nails, you could get all the products of Young Nails I'm using right now. Not this, just my gel products, okay? So let me move this to the side. I think I'm going to go more... Do I want a tad bit of this in there? I might use all 3 of the. I'm going to use these 2. Should I use all 3? Help. Let's see. Let's not use green because not everybody likes green. I love me some green. I love me some green. But we'll put this back. And let me put the right color. Here it is. And remember, this green color here this fall is Western Dreams. It will be on when the video's done. We'll put clickable links for all this, okay? So let's go ahead and come here, and we'll do the blue one first, the bluish purple, okay? Well, no, we'll do blue with purple. Doesn't really matter. I'll do this one first, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these. And I always leave my cap on like this. And I do that if I want to put my brush in here, okay? So these are my favorite. You guys have seen me use these. Even when I wasn't on YouTube, I was doing my Zoom classes when I first moved to Las Vegas. I was using these then. You guys, I don't see anybody really selling these kits. I am infatuated with them. They're amazing. Okay, so what I'm going to do from here is, I got a little glitter on it. I'm going to flash it so it just holds on. You're not going to see it. I don't want it to get on my brush too much, so I'm just going to cure that in. I don't even care because you're not going to see it. I am going to take my base gel, Synergy base gel, and I am going to come right here. See, I put it on a little thicker. I'm going to wipe off the rest on my brush, and I am going to put a little more pressure, but not as much pressure as I do when I connected it to the free edge. So see how much I got off here? So, but you need a little bit thicker than your first application. I'll show you. So that's thick enough to hold on to everything. So it's still really thin, but enough for the embellishments to hold on to, okay? It's a fine line. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick up some of my big pieces and see why I love this so much. You could pick up so many pieces and get them where you need them. So I'm just going to kind of randomly put them in some spots. Okay, now I'm going to go deep in it, and I'm going to kind of fill it a little. And then I'm going with some of those colors. Okay, and then I'm going to go into the green and put it in some negative spaces, and then I'm going to go into the purple. Okay, let's go like this so it all bounces off. Okay, so this is a chameleon color that will have a bunch of different colors within it. So hold on 1 minute. You're going to take your tool, it could be an orange wood stick or whatever, you're going to push everything in. See how I'm pushing it all in? Now on a person, it usually doesn't stick on like this. This is just rubber. This usually comes off when you go like this. I'll use my other brush to take it off if you come here. But see, it won't come off with Sally because she's rubber. But with us, if I get glitter right here, I could come in and I could even do this and it all comes off. See? So just know it's not going to look this messy on a person. So if you're practicing on Sally, just make sure you put everything up. Put everything up to where you need it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to come in right here and use a little bit of purple here. Let's use a little green here. I love this green. Okay, so it filled in all the spots, okay? So let's do 2 at the same time, okay? So we won't be here forever. Like I'll just do 2 at the same time. So you clean off your brush. All you have to do is this. And if you get gel on it, I would shampoo it, okay? So notice how I don't have, it's not sticky even though I was using wet gel. I went in, set it down. I didn't keep going like this with it to gunk it up with gel because it's raw gel in there, okay? So that takes practice, but I typically never really get it on here. I don't, and when I glitter press or do something, I go in the glitter in there like this and put it on the nail. I don't just go like this and try to make it spread. Okay, so that's how my brushes last me a long time. So let's get these 2 colors. We are using Watermelon Sugar and Summer Peach. Okay, and we're using these 2 gold colors from the holographic collection of this packet right here. So you get all these holographic colors. That looks like jean. That is such a cool rare color right there. It matches jeans holographic. And the black one is so beautiful. I'm going to be using these through the season, you guys. So not trying to get you guys to buy more. Just put it on your list and buy it when you're ready if you want. You may have colors like this packaged different. I'm not, seriously, you guys, I get it. So I'm obsessed. I need all the things myself. So okay, so now we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to skid across the top and I'm going to get the big pieces. And as I've used this a lot, so as you use it more, your bigger pieces are going to be scarce. So let me show you how to do it. When it's scarce, let's stop 1 minute. I am going to touch where my gel is right here, where I wipe my brush, and I'm going to get a piece at a time. Just because I feel like I'm not going to be able to get enough, so I'm going to kind of put some here so that way I could have the look I'm wanting. Put a bunch of these everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And you could even put the smaller pieces. If it's not picking up anymore, you need more gel on here, on your little, if it's sticking, use your fingernail. Okay, let me come into my gel, it'll pick up faster. So I just dipped it in my gel. Okay, I'm gonna put one more, then I'm gonna use my brush again. Okay, that looks pretty cool how it's overlapping, right? So I'm gonna come in right here and I'm gonna pick them up again and go. See, I'm doing it over it. So therefore you don't make such a big mess either. Like you're making sure you're getting everything in that you want in. Just chunk it all on there. Okay, wipe your brush off. See how there's nothing on there? Let's use a little bit of this for foliage. Ooh, I like this. Okay, that added a tad bit of green in it. Super cute. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go into my golds and I'm going to go into my bright gold and I'm going to kind of hit it in some spots. And then I'm going to go into my darker gold and hit it in some spots. Okay, let's kind of brush this off now. Okay, so what I'm going to do is the same thing I was doing earlier. Let me get that little big piece on there, right there. Hold on. That could stay there. I know it can. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is use this end and push all my chunks in. If some come off, don't worry about it because they're going to come off anyway there. I'm going to show you a second round how to perfect everything, okay? Hold on, I need a little more glitter here. And these are Pixie Micros, so they go in and fill in any negative space. So this is the trick to fill in everything, okay? Now let's come in here. Now I'm going to come in with another coat. I wish I could wipe all this off, but I can't because it's rubber and it wants to stick onto her. But at the end it will. You just have to make sure everything's clean. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flash set these. And as you can see, this doesn't have as much cover as that. I don't care. You're fine, okay? Don't freak out about it. I'm going to show you how you make them have the same coverage or the coverage that you want, okay? So let's see. This is on 50. I'm going to do like 15 seconds here to hold on to this, or like a 30-second cure each. We'll do a 30-second cure each, okay? So I'd put her under the light, but let's just go ahead since I have this going on. Do you guys have any questions at all? Okay, let's see. Let's see. What are you guys saying? MJ, would the base gel cure properly with the chunky glitter covering it? Just curious. 100%. You see this on my page. It does. So you just have to cure it for that 30 seconds each, okay? And you'll see. I've done this for years, I promise you, okay? If it was a full coverage piece of gel, it wouldn't penetrate, or a piece of foil, it wouldn't cure through, but you have spaces where it will, and you're underneath, it cures from underneath as well too. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is let's try to take off all this. Now watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over the top and take off anything that didn't cure. It would come off, all that stuck on, see? And look at how thin I have it. Look at right here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys. Let me get my hand where I need it to go. Look at how thin I have it right here, you guys. Do you see this? Now, it looks like it's thicker here, but her nail naturally has an arch. You could see some's missing. I don't care. I'm going to tell you what to do on the next one. This one has a little more coverage. So I'm going to move this back a little. And what I'm going to do now is I am going to, let's make sure that everything's off of here that will come off. Okay, so see on the side how I'm doing this? There's some sticking up. I don't even care. Okay, I kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is come in. Let me take this chunk out here because I had chunks in there in my base. I'm going to get some base and I am going to go over the top of the entire nail. Now when you do chunky, this kind of chunky that isn't see-through, like what I did last time I was on, those were see-through. So see-through means it's like iridescent. That's going to cure all the way through very, very well, okay? So you have to make sure with something that's holographic, it's like something that doesn't penetrate through as well, right? So you have to be very careful with that. When you use colors like I'm using now, you're always going, and see some's coming off. I don't even care, you guys. I'm going to show you how you fix it. This is the only way they're going to stay on very well because you're kind of sealing them in there with the two little rounds with it. Okay, so all this came off. I am not worried about it. I'm going to show you how to fix it now. So come in with your, let me put this here. Come in right here and you're going to pick up all your little chunky pieces and you're going to place them back in. Try not to layer them because this is a shorter nail. If you're layering them, you're creating too much of a thickness. Layering meaning like a bunch of these all, like 4 all stacked. Okay, so see how I'm still getting that look in here? Now, this is what you have to do to have that effect. And you notice most people who do it, they do it more in the middle and nowhere else. That's because this is challenging, okay? All ones I've seen, pretty much that's what they do, or they leave it and just add glitter around the edge, which looks cool. But I kind of like a full cover like this. So I'm going to show you how to make it possible, you guys. Let's take this off. If it's not coming off your thing, you have too much gel on there. So I'm going to wipe some gel off. Come in here. Let's take this little sticky one here. I'm taking them off of here right now. So I'm just going to kind of get it. Those have gel on it, so they're going to stick very well. So why did this one not stay as much as the other one? Because my chunkies, I've used this before and I've used a lot of my chunks. So this one has a lot more chunks. They both came the same way, but see how this is sporadic now? This has a lot more smaller pieces because I've used the heck out of this color. This color is fairly newer to me, so eventually that happens. So see how it looks a lot better here? Let's see here. Let's work on them at the same time. Let's use a couple pieces here. Let's come and put a couple. You don't need a whole lot, just put a couple to carry on that look. That looks really cool there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is move this to the side. I don't need to add any fine color to that. Let's see. I don't need to at all. Some of this may chunk out a little. I am not worried about it at all. So what I'm going to do with this color is I'm going to go all the way to the bottom and see how there's fine color. I'm just going to use this on the sides. I think I want to use gold. I'm in love with the gold with these colors. I'm going to use the holographic. What that's going to do is add a little. Ooh, this is so pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put her under the light for 30 seconds. I'm not going to pin cure her. This I'm not going to mess around with on this coat. I'm going to make sure she cures all the way, and I'm going to put these to the side. Real quick, I just spilt one, of course. I always do that. That's okay. We're working with glitter here. So you have your little, I spilt it right there, but I'll clean it up. Okay, let's move all this. We'll put our colors to the back in case we need them when we file. And I'm going to take my light and I'm going to cure her for 60 seconds. Okay? While I'm waiting, you know, I should have just left these open. I'm going to leave them open on the side. Since I shut these, that's okay. That's how I put them back together. I'll put it to the side because I may need it after I file, right? So let me close my base. Put all my chunkies on my chunkies. Oh, wait a minute. Perfect. Let me get ready for my e-filing. I'm going to wipe my brush off a tad. Then let me get a little more and wipe off my pad. I mean my little tile. 60 seconds. Okay, so now I did 1 full minute. That's fine. I did 1 full minute. Go ahead, you know, maybe do 1 full minute. I usually do 60 seconds, but 1 full minute will give it a full rapid cure. So you know these aren't going anywhere. Look, I'm hitting it hard. They're not going anywhere no matter what I do to it. See, I'm picking at it. They're stuck on there and I haven't even put gel on top of it yet. So what I'm going to do again now is I'm going to come in and I'm going to get my Build Pink. You could use the tube if you would like, or the pot. I have a lot of the pot, so I'm going to start using some of my pot. Okay, so this is Build Pink. Would not encapsulate without it if all possible. Let's bring this back right here. So I am going to get my gel, and I'm going to get as much as I can, and I have it all on one side. I'm going to anchor her finger downward, get my product in front of my brush, and come down and walk all her product downward. So just to see how she's a smile line here. The way I teach you is I teach you from the beginning movements you're going to learn later and need to know. So I set you up for applications like dimensional work, all of that when I do nails. Even if I'm doing a full coverage nail, you see me start the same way and put my product on the same way. Okay, so see this right here? Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Let me go closer so you guys could see. Then what I'm going to do is take my, the longer I wait, the worse it's getting. So see how long I took to get that? It kind of got white on me. So I was looking for my skinnier one, but I'm using my fatter one, which is fine. Okay, now I want her to stay there. So I'm going to take my pink here and I am going to cure her around the perimeter. See how I go around her edges? Because I don't want her to move. Oh my gosh, this is super pretty. So I personally would put a solid color to match this. If you want it super flashy, you could glitter press the micro colors like this next to it or whatever you want, or the blue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is go look at it sideways. Well, I'll do the next one. Okay, so I'm going to do the next one. Now this here could be challenging. So what I want to do is wipe off, get that glitter off of the sides. And the reason why, on a person, all you have to do is dust it off. This is rubber, right? So being that it's rubber, I am just going to make sure it's clear there because I don't really want it. I need to be able to see where her cuticles are. Okay, so I am going to get some again, as much as I could get. I have it on one side of the brush, right? Anchor her down, put it in front of the brush, and start walking it down. Wow, this is super pretty. And I have more than enough product, so I'm going to wipe this back in. Or you could wipe it on your tile. See how I brought her straight up and down now? I'm just making sure I have everything around the perimeter there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come right here and make sure she's clean. Oh, I really like this now. This is super pretty, man. Super pretty, super pretty. Wow. I think she's gorgeous. Okay, she started to move right there. That's totally fine. I'm not worried. It's not on her skin, but it got a little fat there. You guys, look at these colors in here. This is so beautiful. So, so beautiful. I'm going to move this over a little this direction because I keep going out of view. Okay, so I stopped her from moving. So what I'm going to do now is look at her from the side, okay? Look from the side. Now, the reason why I make my nails a little thicker, because I do dimensional nails and I like to file into it. If it's right to where it's at, you're going to chunk it out. So if you feel it really good, it's going to slice into it when you file. So this is thick, right? It's thicker here, thicker here. I'm going to add a tad bit there. Here, I think is pretty good. Pretty good. So what I'm going to do is come right here and add right here. Doesn't have to be pretty. But yes, this is another example when you're doing someone's new nails. They're like, I think I'm going to put a little bit more here. They're like, I don't like thick nails. You're like, I don't either. This is just the process of this. It's gel. It files like butter. Don't worry. It's not like you're having a 2x4 of acrylic on you. Which you're fine with the 2x4 of acrylic too. You just have to use a very strong carbide bit. Now, I typically don't do two colors opposite next to each other because I don't think it flows, but it's all right. I'm just teaching you a technique, so it's totally fine. I am going to cure her for 1 full minute now, 60 seconds. And once I do that, we'll get into filing, okay? So it is on. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Hold on. Reds, orange are so autumn. Yes, they are. And there's a lot going on. Yes, there is. A whole lot. I'm partial to teals and purples. The golds are beautiful. Cool, you guys. Thank you. Very different. And you know, some people are partial to colors. That's why I pulled out purple too. Not everybody's going to wear full foliage colors, right? This has 17 more seconds. In the meantime, let me put all this back where it belongs. Okay. All right. I'm just going to leave this like this here because I think what I'll do is I'll fold it because I don't want it getting all over the back end of my dust extractor or my light. I just looked, it didn't stick on my light. So I'll fold it, but I'm going to open it to dust off my dust extractor, okay? Now, what do you guys want me to use? Do you want me to use an X-cut I would go into an X-cut personally. That's what I like. But if you want me to use a safety bit, I will. So I prefer an X-cut, so I guess I'll just use an X-cut. Both are the same thing. One's just rounded, okay? So let's come in here. I'm going to wipe off my sticky residue. Okay, I see X-cut everywhere. That's good. Hello, April. How are you? X-cut. Tammy, Kim, Jenny Jan, all you guys. Nails by Sandra. Okay, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and come here. Now I'm going to, you know what, this has some stuff in it. So apparently my last time I didn't empty it. So what I'm going to do, I make sure I empty it. When you do longer nails or you're doing a full set, sometimes you guys, when you start feeling, it's working good, then all of a sudden you feel like your nose itching or you feel like it's not sucking. It's not. You only have this much of a spot that's going to suck in. It's not going to pull back here much. So all your dust is going to go more here. You're going to have to do what I just did, sometimes 3 to 4 times, depending on how long their nails are, okay? Let me move up my chair a little. What is Nutter Nails? I'm still too nervous to use an X-cut on a real person. That's okay. Most people are. I learned on an X-cut, so I didn't have a choice. That's all they had. I was like, I got this. So when you come train with me, I'll help you with it. And it doesn't matter, like, safety bit's great. Eric loves the safety bit. He's used the X-cut probably for a week and he goes back to the safety bit. He learned with the safety bit, so he feels more comfortable going faster with it. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a preference, okay? Because they both have the same grit on them. So if you use a safety bit your whole career, it doesn't matter. You're fine, okay? So I just like to not have to file my sides. I like to come in with this, and I'm putting no pressure. I was on 5. Let me put it on 12. I'm on 12 RPMs. And the reason why I put mine on 12 is I do all this with my e-file, okay? If I'm on like 14 or higher, I definitely have to be careful. But if you work like on 14, Eric does, that's fine. I don't, I work on 12. It's your preference. Okay, so I'm going to secure this. Now you have to pay attention how you're holding your file, okay? So hold it flat on the product here. See how it's flat, but it looks like it's not flat, but it is flat on it, okay? So when you come from here, you're going to, no pressure on the nail, no pressure, just contact and let the bit do the work for you from zone 1 to 2, okay? Now I'm going to go to 3, to 2, and no pressure at all, okay? No pressure at all, okay? So that looks pretty good there. What I'm going to do now is come here and look down the barrel of her nail. I'm going to come in here because it is a little not even. So now I made it even, okay? Once I made her even, I'm gonna move her out so I know where the that'll be easier for you guys to see. So there we go. Now what I'm going to do is put her straight with me, and I'm going to make contact and take off the, I never come around and thin it out this way. I don't know how much I'm going to chunk out. Here you could see the product and the chunks and see exactly what's going to happen, okay? If some comes out, I do not care. I care about the shape. I could put my stuff back in when I'm done, okay? So some kind of is a little bit, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm not going to leave her nail thick in order to keep everything in there, okay? So right here is, let's go a little bit thinner here. It's a little too thick for me. Okay, that looks really good now, okay? So now I'm going to look down the barrel here. Okay, on to the next. So let's check it out. It's really not thick. I filed some out right there. So don't let this play tricks on you. It will on your eyes, on your shape, because all that could be put back in. I still have my base coat and all that in. It's not a problem. I've done this for years. It never breaks there, okay? The way I'm showing you. As long as you're doing it how I'm showing you, you could come back to this video and refer to it. I don't think there's any educator that I've found so far that goes over it like I am in slow motion and make the mistakes that you all will make and show you how to fix them. Okay? So thank you guys for watching me, and thank you for letting me inspire you. I mean, you're watching me for your own benefit to get better and better, and I see it in all of your nails. So that one really chunked out. I don't care. What I care about is the shape, right? What I care about is the shape. So look how thick this is compared to here. Woohoo! Very. So I'm going to come right here with zone 1. Into 2 to 3. Now let's compare. Okay, I'm getting closer. Let's come a little tighter here and then work your way back. Okay, I'm not going to thin it anymore yet. I think it needs a little more, but I'm going to do this first because it's playing tricks with my eyes. So I'm going to bring in my sides and I'll know exactly where to file from there. Bringing it all the way through, all the way through. Okay, so let's look at it from the side. I am a little thick through here, so I am going to come here. Ooh, I love how that's blinking right there. See how that's sticking up straight? It's just blinging away. Okay, these look more alike. Let's come right here. Very, very slightly. I'm going to slice into some. And then let's come back here. Okay, so these look pretty much the same. This shape is just a little bit wider. Let's come in a little more. So these are kind of ovalish, borderline going into almond, okay? I think this is a pretty soft shape for people who don't wear their nails very long. I think it's gorgeous. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is let's dust this off, okay? Because it does suck downward. So you're going to get your hands, but look at where I don't have it anywhere else on me, okay? I don't have it anywhere else, just where it's sucking. So make sure you dust that off. And if you notice here, this is mainly where it's all located. If you notice if you're e-filing here and you're way over here, you're going to get more dusty. Try to stay in the middle so it sucks the most, okay? That's with this dust extractor. So what I'm going to do now is go into my arbor band. Where did I put my arbor band? I don't see it right here. Here it is. It's on the side. The same arbor band you prepped with. You use the same one, okay? You do not need a new one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this to 9,000 RPMs. The reason why I picked 9, if you go too fast, higher than 9, it's going to burn them from the friction. This is not a carbide bit. This is a fine tune. It's a prepping bit or a fine tune bit. If you think you're going to file your whole nail with this, you're going to burn your client and it's going to take you forever, okay? So this is designed for what the two things I use it for, okay? So this is a 150 grit and it's going to fine tune my shape, okay? So I'm going to go through the entire thing and it's going to take it down a little because it was a little thicker than I wanted still, but it's not enough to use my carbide to take down that bulk because it'll chunk it out. It'll take off too much. This also helps me to not hand file so much when I'm done with the shape, okay? So I'm going to come in. Again, it's going to tighten everything up. If you're missing all this, I don't care. I do not care, you guys. I'm going to show you how to fix it, okay? So don't stress about it. I could even add a big one somewhere if I need to. So do not worry about it. I've got this for you. Okay. So I'm actually doing this too. She didn't ask me for Tosh. Tosh, if you're watching, you got this, girl. I know you said that Eric shared the video with me that you had the inspiration from someone else. That's great. I saw her work. It looks nice. But this is how you would get that coverage in, okay? The nails I did before was a full coverage, but they were see-through, different sizes. So working with more metal base is a little more challenging, okay? Love you, girl. Thank you for letting all of us inspire you, letting me inspire you, and everybody here, okay? So let's come in here. I'll go ahead and leave this here because I'm going to hand file, then I'll get rid of it. Let me do this so you guys could kind of see where I'm at with this. Let's check it out, okay? See right here, I could file a little more, but now I'm going to fine tune it, okay? It's not too thick, right? But I still have all my chunky in there. So what I'm going to do is, pull this a little closer to me. There we go. So what I'm going to do is come in. I'm going to come backwards with it because I'm looking at my free edge. I like to come in backwards. You could come towards you like this. That's accurate too. It's completely up to you. I do both. Then I come in here and I make sure that it's even on all my sides. Now, all these tips, you guys, is how I get my shape in, okay? It's how I get that consistent shape all the time. And we all do this a little differently, okay? And that's okay. You don't have to do it exactly like me. I'm just giving you an idea of how I do this. And two, if you're using the training hand and you go backwards, the nails stay on. When you come this way, if you're flying a lot, they fall out a lot. But this way is accurate too, okay? So see how my free edge now is really, really nice? See the thickness? It graduates very, very cool. So now what I'm going to do is come here. First, let's go to our sides. Then I'm going to get my sidewalls. So here I'm doing 4-point filing. So I came here, 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 here. So underneath and underneath. So that's 4 points. There's really no square point, okay? Okay, now let's come underneath and make sure it is all even. Ooh, this is looking so cool. Okay, so some chunks came out of that one. I don't even care. I'm excited to show you how to perfect it after. Okay, so I favored a side. I'm going to come right here and see how I put her finger to the side. I'm not like this because then I'm over here and my arm's going to start to hurt. So I keep my arm beside me and I come here and it's much more comfortable for me, and your client is very comfortable too. See, I actually hold my client like this. See the pinky? I always hold their fingers down, or if I'm going like this, I may file it, I isolate it like this and then bring it in. If I'm trying to match it, I'll hold it here to match this neighbor. Okay. There's so much intel to nails. People think it's very easy because it looks very easy. I've inspired so many people by doing their nails to do their own nails, like to try it if they want to be a nail tech. There are 11 people in my whole career that are actually, that I've trained that were my clients that are nail techs now. But I've done this for years, so they're actually nail techs. So. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. Let's make sure they match. This one looks a little more to this side. Let me bring it over. Is it because product's missing? Nope. It's playing. See, this will play tricks on your eyes, you guys, when you have all this in it. You have to like kind of focus on your perimeter, okay? Come in a tad bit more here. Yep, let's come in a little bit more. Oh, that looks cute. Okay. Now I'm going to come up a little more here because to velvet it out. So now let's dust this off really quick and I'm going to do her cuticle work. Now I definitely am missing some from my cuticle. 9 times out of 10 you are. That's your most tightest spot. I am not even tripping off it. It's what I'm showing you. I'm telling you right now is what I do all the time in salon. Don't feel like you messed up, but fix it because in a picture it doesn't look that great. So when you wonder how people get it perfect, I'm going to show you the extra steps, okay? So those of you that are new on here, that will help you out a lot. So this is the Young Nail square bit. I love this bit so much. I would hate to do nails without it. To me, it's a must-have. Not trying to get you guys to spend money. It's just something that's important to do your cuticle afterwards. And the reason being is sometimes you miss a spot and it's usually like on this side. So what I'm going to do is come here and it's going to make your polish job very, very nice, okay? I promise it's going to make your work look flawless if you do this extra step. Oh my gosh, is it raining outside? Let me see. No, it's just windy. It's going to rain here, I think, today. Fall vibes, I love it. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, dust her off, get rid of this dirty towel here. I have a couple things hooked on it. It's okay. So let's come in here with swipe. I'm going to swipe off everything. All dust. Now you guys could use whatever top coat you like. A soft gel top coat has a good sticky layer to it. So I like Manicure Top. It's my favorite. You may have your favorite. You don't have to use what I'm using. I'm just showing you what I use. So you could copy it exactly or go through the steps, or you could try or use whatever you like. Okay? Nobody says you have to do it exactly. This is just giving you inspiration and showing you how I do it. And I have 100% success with this. Okay, so Manicure Top. And I'm going to get Protein Bond. So I'm going to get my Protein Bond. And I'm going to Protein Bond the entire nail. So now you could see where I'm missing. I'm missing some here. I'm missing some through there. I am not even worried. You could be missing more. If you didn't file, if you don't have your basics down, your fundamentals, you're going to file out more. So let me tell you what people that are filing out more here, what they're doing. When they're, let me change my bit so I could just show you really quick, because this is going to help probably more than half of you guys. So, and most of you guys are using a safety bit. Doesn't matter, safety or X, doesn't matter. I think when you use a safety bit, you file it out more. So I'm going to show you both what happens, okay? My brain's going, what should I show them? So when you come right here and you're filing, this is so important, you guys. When you're coming here and filing, do you notice I go straight up and down like this? Oh, sorry. I caught up. I didn't do anything yet. So I was off. Let me move my chair over to the right. There I go. Okay, so when I'm coming here, a lot of you guys are coming here like this and you're coming like this. So let me show you where this is at. Look at my bit. See how it's kind of sideways? You're going into this part you want to keep. So you hit it here once. If you want to thin it out, you don't keep going there. You have to go all the way up and down here so you bring in your side. So you bring in your side. So notice when I come this way from zone 1, 2, and 3, when I'm looking down the barrel here, I'm coming in this way, this way, this way. I don't start here and work my way. I start straight up and down here. Then I hit it. Then I hit it to here. Oh, you made me eggs and potatoes and everything? Thank you, babe. Dang, that looks good. And a little chili. So on this side, look at this, you guys. There's a reason if you have it. This is such good education right here because this is what I see you guys. Oh my God, it looks so good. So you see you guys, what you're doing here. It's so low that you have to come this way. Do you see this? It's so low that you kind of have to come here. There's no way you could get here. Okay, that's another, and here too. Here you could do it, but probably not this way. The reason why I bring it out is for clearance, okay? So now check out here. I could come straight up and down with zone 3. How many of you guys, this is like, oh my gosh, I have a coming to Jesus right now, or oh my gosh, I realize this is what I'm doing. And when I come through, I come in like this. Where people are filing out is they're coming in here and they keep going and they're bringing it in too much and they're flattening it too much. It needs to kind of come in through here, okay? Let me know if that helped you guys. Now, if it's an X cut, it's the same way. Okay, you guys, this is huge information. It may seem boring, but you guys, I'm telling you right now, you're going to be a badass. And everybody here will use these these techniques and notice the difference. So see here how I'm coming straight up? It's going to hit straight up here. See this? Okay, so both you work it the same way. But my suggestion is, and I know Greg works like this, it's totally fine. We have slightly different technique. His technique works too, go for it. But for me, I use this for a lot more. I can't come in and file it how I want it. He's doing it right too. It works better for him. So just keep that in mind, you guys. That's a perfect example where some educators, certain techniques work better and others work better with different techniques. It just totally depends. Or a combination of everybody, right? So I'm going to come in with my manicure top. This one's almost empty, but I have enough. I'll see if I have one that I think I left. I have all my new ones at the salon, but I know I probably have one in a drawer here. So I find when I have a new client, I'm constantly like reassuring them. I'm like, don't worry, some of this is going to file off. It's just part of the process. At the end, it's going to look like you're wanting it to look, and it will wear amazing. Okay, confidence makes them relax. Not cockiness, confidence. Makes them relax. And when they don't see you sweating it, they relax too. You have to make sure you have this all over everything. I see some people live on YouTube don't do this. It's fine. You don't have to. I like a slip layer or a sticky layer. A cured sticky layer, not a slip where you don't cure it. I like a sticky layer on there when I come in and add. Plus, I'm going to glitter press, okay? So let me show you something. If I want to add something, because see right there, there's a chunky missing. I'm going to add right here a little bit of wet. I'm going to bring this, oh, I almost spilled it all. Bring this over, and I am going to get a little bit of manicure top right here. Put a little bit there. I'm going to touch this, and I'm going to pick up a chunk, and I'm going to put it right there. This, you have to make sure it's flat. See that? See how it's not sticking up anywhere? It's just flat. It's pretty good right there. So what I'm going to do is get my AuraBloom, and I am going, let me see if I want to use these colors in here. Yeah, I think I do. I think I'm going to come down in here, use these colors. See how I went down in there? So I went down like this. Do you see how I got just the fine? Like all these tips, you guys, are fire right now. These are 110%. You're going to be successful. I promise you. It's the fastest way. This is my style. I've done it for years. I've figured out every little trick doing a dimensional nail. Trust me. No matter if it's glitter, if it's no glitter, it doesn't matter. Okay, so now I'm going to wipe off any loose pieces here. And I have that new piece there. And let's see. I think I want to, let me wipe off some of that. I'm going to get some of my gold. Ooh, this is going to be pretty. But I'm going to use a brush. So let me open this. So I have an idea right now. Let me do a striper brush or let me see what I have here. Let's use an art brush. So I'm going to come in right here and see how I have it on the tip here. I kind of want to add a little bit here and a little bit here. And then I make sure there's no more of the little spots there. Oh, I love this so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is come in with my purple now. And you could even come in with your purple with the skinny striper brush, okay? Purple and teal. I think I'm going to come in with teal right here. See how you use a little striping brush or a little detailer? Come right here and fill it in. Come in the purple and just draw it back here. And because it's a pixie, see how easy that goes in? So easy and so pretty. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just push it in a little. Or you could use this, the back end of this, your orange wood stick. Just make sure it's all down. And then make sure you're clear of glitter right here. Okay. I think I want to add one more. Hold on. Because I don't like the way it looks right here. So let me see. Oh, actually, I do like it. I'm fine with it. That looks good. Okay. I just checked myself. It was dull. I didn't know if I wanted to add something. So what I'm going to do is cure this really quick. I love your marketing strategy. What are you doing?
I don't know.
You don't know? It's Sue Turner. What did you write in here? It's Sue Turner. My mother had the nerve to call me when MJ was doing a hand filing. I missed everything until now. Oh, Netter with Nell. Just go back, look at your time on it of where it's at, and you're coming with me too, girl. So don't worry. You're training with me, girl. So my mom had the nerve to call me. My mom calls me all the time. She's so cute. She's like, did I mess you up? I'm like, you're okay, Mom. I put my stuff on Do Not Disturb now. So then but her stuff does come through still. But she's so funny. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is move this all to the side. And I am going to come in. Let me see if I have another one here really quick. I can't believe I have all my, here's another top right here. This one definitely has more in it. Yep. So I'm going to come in right here and I am going to go over the entire nail. You have to come in with your soft gel again. Oh my gosh, it's all coming to life. So what this is doing is this is creating a barrier from your next top coat. I do 2 top coats every time I add. If not, you're going to have to buff probably. Okay, and sometimes when you add, you still can't get away without buffing, and it's because you're using so much glitter. I guarantee you there's going to be a spot that's not going to be. So I'll show you what to do on one if you feel like you still see chunky on your first coat right here on top of it. So what I'll do, I'm just going to show you a trick, okay? This one doesn't look like that. There's nothing sticking up, but I want to show you, okay? Because I don't want you to go through the 2 top coats and have to do this anyways. So I'm going to come right here and say there's something there. If there's something sticking up, just say a glitter. Come here, cut it, and cut it flat, okay? There's nothing for me to cut. I'm just giving you examples. I'm going to put her fingers downward, and I'm going to put my hand like this. And I am going to buff her. I'm going to isolate it so no dust is getting anywhere else, okay? A brand new 180. Because if it's a 240, it's too slick, her top coat will peel off.
Are we making it pop?
We're going to make it
soon?
pop. We are going to make it pop soon. Okay. So I'm just showing them what to do if there's anything back here chunky and you feel like you need to come back and buff. Okay? So what I would do is I'd turn this over, and on the sides, I just make some grooves. Okay, and look, a little piece came out. Doesn't even matter. There's so much product there, it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is, again, remember all those nails are wet. So see how I have my hand up? I have it kind of this high. I have her hand up. I don't have it down like this because I don't want her nails to touch this. They'll get dirty. So I have her up. All these factor in, you guys. This is all a job of a nail tech. Wipe this off. I love showing you guys how to get out of a jam. So let's let this dry. Okay, once it's all chalky, come in again. See how her fingers aren't touching here? All these tricks I learned from trial and error, trust me. And they're tricks you guys don't realize when people are doing nails. Okay, so I'm just pointing them out. So I'm going to come in here. So this one, sometimes there's just one you have to buff and the others you don't. So you're going to do this, come in with the top coat, and this is your final top coat. And this one needs one more top coat because nothing was sticking out. And I'm just going to finish with manicure top because manicure top, it's not going to, this kind of color, you're not going to see a stain, okay? You could use your top coat of choice. You don't have to use manicure top, okay? Let me unplug this. Okay, 60, she is on. I double checked myself today, and I'm going to go ahead and open these glitters for the final shot that I used. Now that I thought about this, I probably wouldn't have used this color in the other one. It would be more chunkier looking if I didn't because it added a lot more smaller, but it's still really pretty. It would have looked exactly like the other one if I would have just used this and these because it would have more chunky and a little bit of fine. This has so many different sizes, but it just depends what look you want. So I'm glad that I used this so you could see the difference of each one. The other one's going to have more of a mirror effect because there's a lot more of the chunkier pieces, okay? So let me go ahead and get my colors I used and lay them next to it. 3, 2, 1, blast off. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is wipe off my tacky layer. I use manicure top, okay? So I'm going to use manicure cleanser. So now this will take off all your glitter. Okay, so you'll see what I mean. See how this one's like This is my favorite because of how it glistens. This one has many steps and levels in it. It depends on which one you like. Some people like this more. This one has more bold with a little fine. This one's because, let me explain again. I use chunky and some chunky like little square things in there that were smaller sizes. So that's where you could see the different depth. And then I use the gold colors, okay? So I'll put this on this side. So there's two different kind of techniques I use. Same technique, but different products. Okay, oh, one more thing. I never forget this. You cannot come in here and make sure that nothing is hanging off and everything is connected, okay? So let me turn this down really quick. And I used these here. This. Let's use teal in this. I'll put them like this. And then let's put these here. And then I used this and this. I'll put the chunkies all together. Can you see those in? Let me kind of go out. Okay, so that is a little bit of, let me go up a little. And then I think I'm going to set this on one of these little ones so you could see the colors. So do you see the difference of them? You could totally, when I go closer, see the difference of this is more like glassy, this is textured. So it depends on what you're wanting. It is harder to work with all chunky than the smaller ones. So now you guys know that you could get this down. You got this. I'm super excited for you. Again, this collection right here, this is all the holographic. Look at that purple. I probably should have used that, but it had some fuchsia, so I did it. It's super pretty. All of these have these three colors in it. Okay, so that's one kit itself. You'll see it on Gemini Cosmetics page. There is a collection of 6 of them. So it's 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 120 bucks for the whole collection. But if you use MJAY15, you do get, you'll get 15, you get about 20 bucks off. Wow, pretty good deal. So any questions last minute? Because we are coming on all day today. So I will, let's see. I have to put on D&D, LOL. That's fine. D&D is a great polish. Actually, I think Eric's teaching with one today. I use D&D a lot too. I use all kinds. Sorry, Eric. What did you say? What did they say? Oh, it's all good. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but you guys are hilarious. Make it pop, make it pop. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Those of you who are new on here, thank you for joining. Make sure to like and subscribe. All these colors, including these cool ones, are going, because I showed you all these, are great for the season. This one's amazing right there. So all of those will be on there as well. And you guys have a beautiful day. I'll see you later today. Ciao, you guys. Bye-bye.
I'll be coming on about 12:15, about
in an hour?
Yeah, anywhere from 12 to 12:15.
Okay, cool. We're excited about that. So thank you guys. Bye.